Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for April 7th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed lower today, closed down. It is starting to move sideways, bias is still to the upside. Now we are expecting this pair to move as high as 101.85 and potentially as low as 99.00. Look for some resistance around 101.09 and look for some support around 99.86. Now switching to the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair we're looking for it to move potentially as high as 135.45 and possibly as low as 131.14. Now we are looking for some resistance around 133.40 and looking for support around 131.94 in this pair. This pair did close lower today, is moving sideways, and the bias is sideways as well. Looking at the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair closed down as well. It did pull back from its lows fairly significantly prior to the close, but still closed down. We are expecting this pair to potentially move as high as 149.20 and possibly as low as 144.18. Look for some resistance around 147.75 and look for some support around 146.75. This pair is moving sideways and biased is currently sideways as well. Now looking at the US Swiss, this pair closed up for today's session. It is moving sideways and the bias is sideways currently. We are expecting this pair to move potentially as high as 115.77, possibly as low as 112.43. Look for some resistance around 114.83 and look for some support around 113.88 in this particular pair. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? A lot of swing trades were created during this last session. However, there's just a few that I'm looking for. The US-Japanese yen pair is one of those. Draw your trend line. We got a short that we're looking at 100.10. Looking to exit that particular trade at the 99.10 area, so around 100 pips worth of profit, potential profit, and go ahead and use a risk to reward ratio of 1-to-1 on that trade. The other swing trade that I'm looking at is in the Euro-Japanese yen pair. This pair also created a swing trade. It's a little bit further from the market, as you can see. Looking for a short below 131.66. Looking to exit that trade around 130.56, around 110 pips worth of movement if it is hit. Now, one that has a little bit closer, better chance of hitting, a little bit closer to the market, is in the New Zealand US dollar pair to the downside. Looking at a short at 0.5709. Looking to exit this one at the 0.559 area. That's around 119. So as the pips, use a 100 pip stop loss for this trade. Now, the Australian dollar had their bank release their rate decision today. Consensus is that, it was unexpected, the drop from 3.25 down to 3%. The consensus was that they were going to hold rates, but of course they didn't. Now, looking at the U.S. Going into tomorrow, they have their minutes from the FOMC meeting from the March 17th and 18th meeting. The minutes are going to be released at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Australian dollar has their unemployment change for March being released at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. Consensus is that it has moved from 1.8K down to negative 25K, which is a significant drop as far as for the unemployment. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.